Welcome back to the Lights Out podcast, bedtime stories for boys and girls around the world. Good evening, boys and girls. Are you ready for bed? Are you all snuggled up and ready for another Lights Out bedtime story? Well, you're in for a treat tonight because we have part 24 of the Twits by Roald Dahl. And tonight's story is called The Carpet Goes on the Ceiling. "What now?" they all said, looking at Mugglewump. "Aha!" cried Mugglewump. "Now for the fun! Now for the greatest upside-down trick of all time. Are you ready?" "We're ready," said the monkeys. "We're ready," said the birds. "Pull out the carpet," shouted Mugglewump. "Pull this huge carpet out from under the furniture and stick it on the ceiling." "Onto the ceiling!" cried one of the small monkeys. "But that's impossible, Dad." "I'll stick you on the ceiling if you don't shut up," snapped Mugglewump. "He's dotty," they cried. "He's balmy, he's batty, he's nutty, he's screwy, he's wacky," cried the roly-poly bird. "Poor old Muggles has gone off his wump at last." "Oh, do stop shouting such rubbish and give me a hand," said Mugglewump, catching hold of one of the corners of the carpet. "Pull, you nitwits, pull!" The carpet was enormous. It covered the entire floor from wall to wall, and it had a red and gold pattern on it. It is not easy to pull an enormous carpet off the floor when the room is full of tables and chairs. "Pull!" yelled Mugglewump. "Pull, pull, pull!" He was like a demon, hopping round the room and telling everybody what to do. But you couldn't blame him. After months and months of standing on his head with his family, he couldn't wait for the time when the terrible Twits would be doing the same thing. At least, that's what he hoped. With the monkeys and the birds all pulling and puffing, the carpet was dragged off the floor and finally hoisted up onto the ceiling. And there it stuck. All at once the whole ceiling of the living room was carpeted in red and gold. And that's the end of part 24 of the Twits. The Carpet Goes on the Ceiling. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for part 25. The Furniture Goes Up. Here on the Lights Out podcast. Bedtime stories for boys and girls around the world. Good night